Shalom. Judah leaves his brothers, stepping away from both family and promise, choosing comfort among strangers instead of responsibility among his own. Time passes, and his household grows, yet grief follows closely behind. His sons walk paths of corruption, and loss strikes again and again, leaving Tamar widowed and forgotten. She waits for justice that never comes. Promises are delayed. Protection is withheld. Silence becomes its own injustice. But Tamar refuses to let righteousness disappear through neglect. Disguised at the city gate, she confronts Judah not with accusation, but with wisdom and courage. Judah acts blindly, unaware that he is walking into a moment that will expose his own failure. When truth is revealed, judgment turns inward. Judah recognizes what pride had hidden, that Tamar has acted more righteously than he. Shame gives birth to humility. Failure becomes awakening. And from this unexpected union comes new life, Perez, through whom the future lineage of kings will one day rise. Even human brokenness cannot stop divine purpose. Shalom, and may the Lord be with you. Shalom. Joseph arrives in Egypt with nothing but memory and faith. Sold as property, far from home, his future appears erased. Yet wherever Joseph serves, order replaces chaos, and blessing quietly follows his work. Potiphar recognizes something uncommon in him and entrusts his entire household into Joseph's care. Success grows steadily, but so does temptation. Power invites compromise. Day after day, Joseph faces pressure to betray trust and abandon the God who still watches over him. Comfort stands within reach if he simply yields, but Joseph chooses integrity over advantage. He runs, not from danger, but from sin, leaving behind his cloak, his reputation, and his security. False accusations rise swiftly. Truth is ignored. Honor turns into chains. Joseph is cast into prison, seemingly abandoned. Yet the same unseen presence that blessed him in prosperity now walks beside him in suffering. For destiny is not interrupted, only redirected. Shalom, and may the Lord be with you.
Shalom. Prison walls close around Joseph, and years pass in quiet obscurity. Dreams once filled with promise now seem distant memories. Yet peace remains within him, untouched by circumstance. Even here, trust is placed in his hands. Two servants of Pharaoh arrive, disturbed by dreams they cannot understand. In a place defined by despair, Joseph listens with compassion. He reminds them that interpretation belongs not to human wisdom, but to God alone. One dream promises restoration, another warns of judgment. Days later, events unfold exactly as spoken. The cupbearer is restored to honor. The baker meets his end. Proof stands clear. Divine insight still speaks through the forgotten prisoner. Joseph asks only one thing: remembrance. But freedom comes for others, not for him. The doors remain closed. Silence stretches long. Yet heaven measures time differently, preparing moments unseen. Shalom, and may the Lord of Israel be with you all. Shalom. Beyond the prison walls, Egypt itself begins to tremble. Pharaoh is haunted by dreams, abundance devoured by famine. Visions no advisor, priest, or magician can explain. Anxiety spreads across the royal court as wisdom fails and uncertainty grips the empire. Then memory awakens. The cupbearer recalls the Hebrew prisoner, and Joseph is summoned suddenly from confinement to stand before the throne of power. Cleaned and clothed, he rises from prisoner to interpreter in a single breath. Standing before Pharaoh, Joseph claims no greatness for himself. He speaks calmly, giving honor to God who reveals what lies hidden. 7 years of abundance will bless the land. 7 years of famine will follow, severe enough to erase memory of prosperity. But Joseph offers more than interpretation. He offers wisdom. Grain must be gathered, cities prepared, resources guarded before disaster arrives. Pharaoh recognizes clarity beyond human learning. Authority is placed upon Joseph, and in a single day chains become royal garments. A signet ring replaces shackles, a chariot replaces prison walls. Joseph walks through Egypt not as a victim of betrayal, but as a steward of survival. And as storehouses begin to fill across the land, destiny quietly advances, preparing salvation not only for Egypt, but for the family that once cast him aside. Shalom, and may the Lord of Israel be with you all.